Hi, welcome to the Craft Channel. My name is Corinne Brad, and if you've ever done patchwork and quilting, you might have heard of the expression half square triangle or an HST. All it is simply a triangle that is half the size of your normal square. But you can put them to great use because you can make really pretty chevron designs with them, like this quilt that we have here. And, they go beautifully together, but the trick to them is to get them so that the points line up and look neat. So I'm going to show you the easiest way I've found of doing it. Just pop that in the corner. Get yourself 2 squares of fabric. I've got one here, a dark blue and a nice metallic silver. This is beautiful, this fabric, sews wonderfully. And they are 12 centimetres square. Now, by the time you've taken your seam allowances off and taken it down to a half square triangle, they'll end up as 11 centimetres square. And then when you've sewn them into a quilt, they'll end up as 10 centimetres square. So give yourself a good 20 millimetres or, 3/4 of an inch seam allowance to make your half square triangle. You can always trim things smaller to fit. You can never make them bigger. Turn one of your pieces upside down, pencil and ruler. Simply draw a line diagonally across the back of your fabric. Pair it up with your print. I'll pop a couple of pins in it. It's one of those things, if I don't pin it, I know it will shift. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sew down on either side of this pencil line. So we'll sew 5mm this direction and 5mm that direction. So you can use the edge of your foot as a guide. 2mm straight stitch. Straight down one side of the line and lock it off. You don't even need to cut the thread, just give yourself a bit of play in your threads. Line it up on the other side. Run it straight down like so. Take the pins out. And you can see, probably you can see more easily actually on the darker fabric, you've got 2 parallel tram lines of stitching. Grab your scissors and just cut up that pencil line. Then take the smallest ironing board in the world. And I've got the iron set on cotton. Set your seam and then open it out and press it flat. Like so. Again, set the stitches first of all, open it out and press it flat. So what you've got is a block made from half square triangles, and this block now measures 11 centimetres square. And then to turn it into a zigzag design, all you need to do is sew your blocks together. So if we take both of these, check where your seams are, because you want your seams to match up perfectly, and pin it. Pin the other side of the fabric as well, just to keep it straight. And then you need to run a seam 5mm in from there, and you'll think, well, hold on, because the point won't come at the end of the seam. You don't want the point to come at the end of the seam. That is the whole point. When you open it up, I'll just finger press that out. You want to make sure that your point sits about 5 millimetres above the edge of the fabric, because you're going to need that seam allowance to sew it to the next piece along, or as a bind. So that's how you make a zig. I've got a couple more pieces here. And I'm going to sew these together. How am I going to sew these together so that it actually zags? Like that. Cool, you know when you can't actually think what on earth you're doing in your head. Again, line your seams up. Pop a pin in it to keep the position. And finger press it open. And again, you can see here it stops about 5mm from the edge of the fabric. And then all you do is sew your blocks together, and most importantly, line up that centre seam again and place a pin in there. And for perfect point placement, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you run through the tip of that seam that you can see, like this. I've now got about 8 layers of fabric under that needle. And then when you press it open, the point of your zigzag rests exactly on the seam. So you've got nice, sharp, crispy zigzags. And as I say, you can put them together in any order that you like to make a quilt. And this is just perfect for winter. Hope you enjoyed that quick demonstration. I hope that's lifted the curtain on half square triangles and how you use them. And we will catch up with you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. If you've been inspired to create, please share your makes with us in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed videos by the Crafts channel, hit the like button. Want to see more of us? Then click subscribe. See you next time.